It's your boy Fresco, man. You can follow me on Instagram at Fresco Fang and on Twitter at Fresco Been Famous, BIN Famous. Shout out to Audio Fam Network. You dig?
And it's your boy Flaw700, a.k.a. Flaw Claw Van Dam, a.k.a. Flaw Cigar. We are the Podcast Brothers, and this is episode 105.
What was the first episode we did that?
I can't remember. I really don't remember when the first time we did that.
You just got named Flaw Cigar like 2 months ago at least.
Then let's say the first time we did that was 2 months ago.
I said, what episode? Never mind.
Bro, I don't know off the top of my head. I don't know. Whatever episode we did 2 months ago. How about that?
It's fair enough.
Yeah, episode 105. And do remember, man.
$105.
You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify. Just search for Audio Fam Network, and the latest and the greatest from all the podcasts under that umbrella will appear.
They will be there.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson said,
yeah.
I'll be there. I needed to say that for you because I knew you was a little lost.
Yeah, I really didn't know what you're talking about.
I know you were talking about. It's okay. I always catch you up to speed.
Yeah, so we here though, man. I want to say congratulations to Big J for winning the T-shirt. First,
shout out to the homie Big J winning the first Podcast Brothers raffle for the T-shirt.
His shirt is here. He's
first contestant to be entered into the $50 Visa gift card mega sweepstakes. Oh,
that's a fact. So Big J's in. And we about to actually roll the dice on the second winner. And the second winner will win a Podcast Brothers T-shirt.
Shit. Somebody might be mad today.
Yeah.
Somebody last name Dawson might be mad today.
I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. The passion is there.
Somebody last name Dawson might be mad today.
So the winner of this drawing that we're about to do will be entered into the $50 Visa gift card drawing.
Mega sweepstakes. Hype that shit up. Make that shit sound like it's $1 million.
You want free money?
Huh? You want free money?
Free money?
Listen to the Podcast Brothers and suggest some fucking subjects in the Facebook group page.
You get a shirt and $50 just for listening?
Copacabana. Get you right, baby.
Get you right. Huh? Christmas is around the corner. You know what you can do with that $50?
Feel me?
Did I do a good job?
You can keep going if you want.
No,
shit.
I'm good. I'm done. So the contestants are as such. We got Tyler James from Clearly Misunderstood.
Shout out to Tyler James.
Show. We got April Danielle from That's What She Said, the podcast.
She already know what it is. Shout out to the homies.
We got Melissa Dawson. Shout out to Melissa.
Shout out to Melly Mel. Melly Mel was good.
We got Ryan Gibson.
Ryan Gibson.
A new
sound
member,
like an R&B singer.
A new member of the group, and I love her energy, man. We need more like you. She's already in the group, posting a lot, doing her thing. She just snuck in. I didn't even know. I don't care. Whatever. Shout out to Ryan. She's doing her thing.
Shout out to Ryan.
And Empress Journey from the Bang That Radio Show. Shout out to
Empress Journey and the Bang Out Radio Show.
You dig. So we're going to do this like we did last week. I'm going to roll the dice. I'm going to let you pick it.
All right. So that's 50-50 blame, so y'all can't say, I picked the wrong name, but he wrote it. So
here we go, man. I'm nervous.
What you nervous for? You ain't winning shit.
You right. I don't know what I'm nervous for.
You ain't winning the damn thing. We already made that clear because I tried to enter on the sneak,
yeah,
but
you're not entering.
You caught me putting my name in the raffle.
Yeah, you're not doing that.
All right, that was a decent roll. You got that.
And I'm gonna mess with it a little bit more.
All right, here we go.
Who you got? Wait, put that over there. Who you got?
Which one of them joints? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which one I'm gonna pick up? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? I'm gonna let some suspense hang. Do do do.
What's the name?
Wait, I think I want to put this one down and get another one.
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
All right.
Don't do that.
All right.
Who wins the T-shirt?
The lucky winner of the Podcast Brothers Weekly Sweepstakes T-shirt is... Hold on, he folded these up really good.
Wait. Drum roll.
Winner.
Wait.
The winner is...
Drum roll.
You do the drum roll. I can't do the drum roll and announce.
I said wait so I can do the drum roll. Bing.
The winner is...
Melissa Dawson.
She won? Say word.
Hey, yo, she got it. She got it. Melissa Dawson. You are the
Oh, man, she
of the
got it.
Podcast Brothers Sweepstakes.
You got it. Shout out to Melissa, man.
Shout out to my extended family, the Dawson family. That's my sister right there. She gets me in the podcast. But T-shirt notice was not rigged. I was actually kind of sort of looking forward to her being upset if she didn't win. To see what she would have said in a group on Monday or after she would have listened to the show. But she won, so that's even all good. Shout out to the homie Schnuck, man. The whole Dawson family.
Facts.
Love
Shout out to y'all. Once again, I appreciate y'all and your energy in the group. Let's keep this up. For those that didn't win, it's always next week. Just keep posting what you're posting.
You would have got cut if she ain't win, bro.
Son, I felt the energy.
Yeah.
I felt the energy. For those of you who do not know how to get into this contest, you must be in the Audio Fam Network group. It's on Facebook. Excuse me. And then once you're in the group, when our episode drops on Sunday, you must make a post about what you heard, and that's how you get in. That's it. It's just, just say, hey, I listened to episode such and such. This is what I thought of the episode. You're in. That's all you got to do, and you get free merch, and you get to possibly win $50.
Hey,
Thanksgiving is around the corner.
We like to keep shit simple, man. You know?
Thanksgiving is around the corner. You're going to need that turkey. Black Friday is around the corner. You understand?
That's true.
Yeah, so.
I forgot about Black Friday. It always sneaks up on
I've
me.
never really
sneaks
indulged
up
in
on
Black
me.
Friday. Facts. You be like, yo, I'm saving up this year.
Right.
Black Friday
Next year, I'm going to save up.
next
Black
year, I'm
Friday.
gonna save up. I'm going to rack up on that.
Then
50,
next year it come, you be like, shit, Black Friday next week? Damn, man.
Then you start counting the weeks till Christmas and shit. Like,
Facts. I do that with Christmas, too.
Wait a minute.
I do that with Christmas, too, because mad people be like, yo, I'm done my Christmas shopping. It'd be like October. I'm
like,
I'm gonna do that.
damn.
I'm gonna do that next year. Come next Christmas, you be like, shit.
Man, keep it a butt. Motherfuckers lucky they get anything at all. So shit, no matter if I got it 3 months before or 3 hours before I saw you, motherfucker, you gonna get something.
Yeah, so let's get into this episode. Well, basically, let's get into our weeks. How about that? You want to go first with your week? Do you got a week? Do we get rid of weeks? Do anybody care?
I thought I did something interesting this week, but it must not have been that interesting because I can't remember. But I thought I did. I could have sworn I did.
It's not like having
Wednesday.
something to do or you did something. You're like, yo, I can't wait to talk about it on the show. And then come Friday night, you be like, what the shit?
You know what, yo? Like, I do things and I don't take pictures and shit all the time. So sometimes when I look back on it, I'm like, damn, well, I can't remember what the fuck I did. I did something and it was fucking cool, though. You better believe it. I did something.
I did something
pretty cool this week. Just take my word for it. Go ahead.
Well, my week was rough, son. My week was rough.
Yo, you was tight on Instagram because the gym was closed. Talk about it.
I'm about to get into that. When I wake up at 4 a.m. and I take my pre-workouts, my caffeine, and I pull up to the gym and it's closed, so that's a problem. Monday, I pull up to the gym, you know what I'm saying? I'm pumped up off that pre-workout, ready to get it in. Because the week before and the week prior, I was telling y'all how my back was jacked up, so I wasn't able.
My back.
So I really wasn't able to get in and do my thing. So I was psyched up, like I'm good, I'm healthy, my back is feeling good. Let me get back in this gym. It's closed. So that had me tight. I wound up calling the actual gym. I'm not gonna put the government out there. I actually wound up calling the gym, and they just was like, a schedule got switched.
You might get a free year membership. You better
Retro Fitness, holla at me.
Yeah, man, beat those niggas under the bus.
They wind up. Well, they told me that schedules got switched, and the person who was assigned that day didn't set their alarm because they wasn't sure they had to be in that day.
Sounds like a crock of shit. Bullshit.
Wait. Where is that?
Bullshit.
All of it. All of the shit.
Bullshit.
Yeah, man.
Tuesday.
That sounds like an excuse I give to get out of work. I know it's bullshit.
Yeah. Tuesday. Same thing. Wake up at 4 a.m. Pre-workout. Psyched up. It's arms day. Time to go get that pumping. Pull up. Nobody's there.
Wait. So what was the excuse this time?
The excuse this time, so I call Retro Fitness. Hey, yo.
Please say it's the same thing.
What's going on? Nah, it's not. So they go on to explain to me that the locksmith changed the locks but gave them the wrong key. And it won't happen. Yeah. Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Whoa, what kind of fucking Disneyland fairy tale?
Yeah.
Fucking Cinderella's glass slipper special shit is this?
Yeah, so they was on some, they had to change the locks and...
How the fuck the lock?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so that was that. And I just, so I was like, you know what?
Hey, yo, Retro Fitness, my brother need at least 6 months free on his membership.
Well, now
man.
you talking. I need 6 months free.
We need retribution, man.
Hashtag 6 months free for Flaw on
I like
Twitter.
that.
I like that.
And at Retro Fitness.
And at Retro Fitness.
Say that hashtag again one more time for the people.
Damn, I forgot what it was.
Hashtag 6 months free for Flaw.
I like
and
that.
At Retro Fitness.
Mm-hmm.
Coming for your head, sucker.
Hulk Hogan. We coming for you, nigga. The most
classic clip. Oh man!
So
but yeah,
I decided
hit that hashtag.
I decided to just chill for the rest of the week, man. I'm like, yo, I need to have a full week. I don't want to go to the gym for like 1 or 2 days, and I don't want to throw my schedule off. So I was like, F it, man. I'm not about to wake up 4 a.m. So I just didn't go at all for the rest of the week.
You feeling skinny?
I am, sir. Like, I'm really depressed over here. It's like, this like 3 weeks I ain't been able to lift. And I'm like, I'm losing my, you know what I mean?
Let's arm wrestle.
Right now.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Got you. Let's do it. I'll take you down.
All right.
You're going to feel like trash. I just want to crush your ego a little further.
Put it right there.
Here we go.
No, you got to put your elbow up there. Put your elbow up there.
It's lit. It's lit.
Hold on. Put the mic up. Put the mic
got
up.
it. Hold on.
Put the mic up.
Difficulties.
Yeah, pick the mic up.
I'm about to do this, motherfucker.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
1, 2, 3. Ugh. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's lit. Smoked him.
You're lucky, wee man.
Yeah. Light work.
I didn't eat my Wheaties today. I tried.
Now where the hell was I?
I don't know.
Okay. Oh yeah. So big announcement this week. Finally made the announcement. I'm expecting another child. Wait a minute. Let me clap for myself. God
Do
damn.
it.
Oh. Well, thank you. Hey yo, this shit is killing me. I hit the button like 3-4 times. Yeah, man. At the high note, it's about 5 months. You got to take your time with this. Can't just keep throwing it out there.
Right.
Well, it's not 5 months.
I'm getting
yet.
a hashtag ready for you already. I'm already prepping. Go ahead.
So yeah, so that was major news. Got another minor on the way. So clap for me. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, bro.
Yeah, thanks.
What you want, a boy or a girl, or it don't matter no more?
It don't matter. It don't matter. Of course, I'm lying, but just for podcast sake, it don't matter.
Okay,
but I'm lying.
So if it matters, what do you?
Anyways.
What the fuck is happening?
So what else? Besides that, and you know what though? I think all the dope stuff is about to happen coming up. You understand? It's like with these, like I'm about to go to the Pod Connection in Atlanta.
Lit.
You mentioned something. I don't know if you want to speak about it on this episode.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay. It's something else that's going to go down that's going to be big for us possibly. So in the next upcoming weeks, we might actually have something to talk about.
Right.
When it comes to our weeks. Because it's about to get lit.
It's about to be lit for the Podcast Brothers episode. You feel me? Yeah, I got a FaceTime call and I just decided to answer, so whatever. But I'm not going to actually answer the call. I'm going to just keep talking. But anyway, so we got an event coming up that we may be getting honored for. You feel me? Coming up on October 7th. I got the details, but I'm stoned as hell, so I ain't got the flyer in front of me. But shout out to the squad that's putting it together. It's a network of individuals putting together an event, and it's a you know what I'm saying, just for people to speak and talk about things that they got going on with a different platform. That so they want to throw your boys a bone for our consistency within the city and inspiring individuals to come on and talk about their ventures and things like that. So it's a good look.
Yeah, so that's what's up. So look, we can just get right into the episode, man. We keep y'all waiting long enough. If you are from the town of Trenton in the state of New Jersey, you would know that last night by the time you hear this, it'll be Sunday. We're recording this on Friday night. That on Thursday night, the city was lit on fire with allegations from a certain individual exposing people.
Lots of mercy. That's
Yeah.
boy.
From my record, and I don't know, I guess it's the proper term, is a pre-op transgender, pre-op transsexual or something. I don't know. But apparently this person decided to get on social media and expose a bunch of guys who has been, or allegedly, she's been messing around with. That's your thing. Whatever it is, I don't agree with exposing people under no conditions. It's nothing that I want to expose anybody for. You understand what I'm saying? First of all, how you feel about exposing people, regardless of what the situation is? Somebody might owe you some money. Somebody did you wrong.
I mean, it depends on what's taking place. If there's no reason to, then no. But
what's a good enough reason, though?
I mean, if somebody's talking about a situation publicly, then I might be inclined to say something
to clear the air.
You're right. You know, I mean, if somebody says something about me publicly, and I know something about somebody, I might say that shit publicly about them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, shit, you talking shit, motherfucker. I'm talking shit back. But at the same time, I don't really engage in that kind of bullshit, and I don't like the thought of exposing or people being exposed for any reason, because it's like, there's no other reason to do this other for attention and to embarrass the other person. And shit like that, that shit is damaging. This shit is bad.
Did you say something about Power 99 or something?
Yeah, I heard. I'm not sure how accurate it is, but I heard Power 99 made mention of that tranny individual Facebook video. I came across the video. I didn't really watch it. When I seen it, I seen the time length, and I was like, nah.
Yeah. If it's more than a certain length, like,
right, I seen the time length. I was like, I listened to like a couple of sentences, and then I saw how many views it had. That shit had like 30,000 views.
Facts. And in my creative head, I'm like, bruh, this is what you got to do in this town to get recognition. It's just like, we put out video after video, podcast after podcast, and I get it. You don't have to listen to us because you're from the city. But when it comes to negative energy like that, and what'd you say, 33,000 views?
Like 30,000 views.
30,000? Yeah. That's kind of like every house in the city. The city ain't but so big.
Right. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of those views not even from the city.
Probably.
That shit viral, bro.
But my thing is this.
That shit went large.
We now have to be careful.
I feel the need to throw a pause in there, so pause.
What did you say?
I'm not saying it again. Go ahead.
Okay. But we now have to be careful with the parties that are infected. Names were said, and there's people that's in relationships. There's people who's trying to keep up with the image. Not, there's people who
just don't want you in their
don't want you in their business. So when it comes down to like the mental health and the things of that nature, like the aftermath of it all, because now you're embarrassed.
Right.
And you might not take that. You might think, oh, you're embarrassed, get over it. Nah. Especially if you like an inspiring rapper. Your career's over.
I mean, but at the same time, secrets like that, them shits don't stay buried, man. If
they don't.
If you're going to be who you are, man, you just be who you are, man.
No. I'll be honest. I don't know who they are as far as image-wise. Right. I think that this is just typical male thirstiness. These guys want to get their dicks wet so bad.
So what is it? So what it was? He was a guy, then turned himself to a girl.
No, pre-op means you still have the male features.
What the fuck?
So apparently, like I seen one post where the one guy was like, "Yeah, I reached out to this person, and when I found out what it was, I backed off." Then there's some who don't care, or they thought they wasn't going to get put out there. You understand? All because you want to get your dick wet. And listen, I'm not on
Can
some.
you stop saying that in reference to this? It's making me very uncomfortable with this scenario.
What am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to say?
I don't know. Please say something else.
You want to get your rocks off.
Oh, cool.
You like that better? All because you want to get your rocks off.
All right.
Because there's...
It sounds so nasty. Well, I'm sorry. Well, go ahead. I'm listening. I'm sorry.
All right, my bad. Right. It's all because you want to get your rocks off. So, let this be a lesson, man. You know what I'm saying? Porn is free.
I guess, as many motherfuckers as was his name, ain't nobody gonna learn their damn lesson. They still gonna do it. What was that?
The fuck was that? Anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, now where was I at, man? Something just banged on the wall.
Yeah, that was weird.
I don't even know what I don't know what that is. Oh, whatever. So where was I at? I'm gonna edit this part out.
I'm confused.
What?
I don't know what we were talking about.
Yeah, about people want to get their rocks off. Oh yeah, so now the mental capacity of the people that's affected. So you gotta watch out for stuff like that, because now people might want to do some things to you or to other people because they're outraged of the allegations. And I'm not saying that none of it's true. Like, I seen the name of list of people. I don't really care if you, whatever it is you're doing, what you're doing. This is why some people don't want to come out.
How would you? But if it was somebody who you really fuck with on that list, would you look at that person different? Would you still be like as close?
I would, because to be honest with you, I think they would need their friends more than ever now, because they feel shitty. And if I'm the homies, I'm hitting you up. We're gonna go chill. We might not even talk about it. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But we might just go chill and talk about it and just be like, hey, look, man. It is what it is, and just have some drinks. If you want to talk about it, we can. But I'm not going to bring it up.
Depending on who it is, I might have some questions.
Depending on why'd you do it? What kind of question can you ask?
I don't know, man. It depends on who it is. I don't know. I might. I don't know. Like, bro, what the fuck you ain't tell me? Like, I don't know, man.
But this is why. It's like them. I guess to save from the embarrassment.
You did a good job because you're embarrassed.
So for the people that was affected by this, just I don't know what to tell you, but don't do nothing too crazy.
I don't know.
Relax. I don't, because I'm not going through it. You understand? So it's just like, what can I tell you?
No, but he started off real good.
I was about to get.
So for the people that's going through this, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, you're right. Almost had it. Almost had one.
Oh my God.
I almost had it.
So for the people that's going through this, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Good luck. I'm good.
Keep your head up, man.
Oh,
it only gets better. Life goes on.
That was funny as fuck.
All right.
But yeah, that's it's crazy. But at the same time, if you live your truth, you won't even be worried. It won't even have to come to this. But I don't believe in exposing secrets, man. That's lame. I don't really fuck with shit like that.
And it's 2018, bro. We'll be talking about something else next week, man. Nobody won't care about this
until you see that nigga in the street. They can be like, oh, that's my man that they was talking about.
So let's talk about Bill Cosby real quick, man. He got found. Well, he'd been found guilty, but they just sentenced him the other day, and that man will be doing about 3 to 10. Will he survive? Will he live to see sunlight? We don't know.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
But the situation with the Bill Cosby thing is this, and this was written in the group, and I see a lot of mixed reaction when it comes to this. And in the group are, once again, Audio Fam Network Facebook group. In the group, it was said, it is a sad day in America when Bill Cosby can be tried and sentenced for sexual assault / misconduct, and the embarrassment in chief is yet to even be questioned about the alleged accounts by 16 women who have come forward. So what's being said is, yeah, Bill Cosby, did what he did, but what about everybody else? So my question to you is, how do we feel about this? Is we just like, he's a rapist, get him out of here, it is what it is? Or are we on some, what about the other people, man? Like,
all right, well, my thing with that is this. So, like, one rape isn't better than another. Like, one person doing it doesn't be like, all right, well, they did it too. It's just not. It's not that kind of YouTube thing. It's like an individual basis. Like, if Bill Cosby was drugging and raping women, then Bill Cosby deserves to go to jail for drugging and raping women. 45 does too, but
this is also how systematic racism works. If you get caught, you gonna get got. He got caught, and we all know once you in that book or that mugshot get taken or them bars they slam behind you, like the situation is not going to be a favorable outcome for you.
For me,
we know that.
For me, it bothers me because it just seems like whenever a black man gets taken out, it's always looked at as a good thing. Whether if a cop kills the black guy, it's, well, we got a thug off the street. If Terry Crews, you know, he gets sexually assaulted, we laugh at him, and then everybody says, you're a big black guy, you should have done something. Bill Cosby is no excuse for what he did. He even admitted doing it. And the fact that there's so many other people who have been accused of, you know, the same thing, and it's just like, well, let's just go on with our lives, but let's make Bill Cosby the face of this movement that's been going on. I don't really believe anything about the NBC thing, about, he wanted to buy NBC. I don't know if Bill Cosby bred that long, but of course, you know, you always get a team to go with you in it. Like he's just not going to drop $8 billion on NBC. Like, yo,
let me get that,
chief.
Cash, homie.
Straight cash,
homie.
So yeah, but at the same time, just like I don't care that. Well, I do care. Like I said, if Bill Cosby did it, which he did admit to doing it, fine. But you know what? Let's get everybody. That's all I'm saying. Right. Let's get everybody and let's do our jobs.
And I agree with that as well. I definitely agree with that. Everybody who's been accused needs to be prosecuted the same way by whatever state laws these accusations are taking place in. But at the same time, on an individual basis, looking at all crimes in a whole, yeah, all criminals need to be got. All rapists need to be got. All pedophiles need to be got.
But don't it look funny though? Don't it look funny though?
It always looks funny, bro. But like I said, like we all know how the game go. Like this shit ain't new now. If you out here doing bullshit as a black man and you get caught, you're going to get treated unjustly within those court systems.
That is a fact. No. What you're saying is fact.
You know what I'm saying?
When you see white people glorify marijuana or reefer or weed, it's just like, all right. But then, you know, black people, when they smoke it, it's like the worst drug in the world. Right. You know? And it's just like now you're looking at, you know, all the, like everybody smokes weed, every race. But then when you got, you know what I'm saying, people now all of a sudden it's legalized in some places. But guess who's capitalizing off of it now?
The white man.
The white man. You know what I'm saying? So it's just. But listen, I wanted to get an additional voice on this topic. I wanted to get a female's perspective on this. So I'm about to call April from That's What She Said, the podcast, to see what she got to say about this.
Oh, get April off on here.
So let me see what she's talking about.
Oh!
Wait.
Shout out to Missouri and shit. Sorry, that's really the only person from Missouri I know. Don't be offended. Murphy Lee, too.
Do you know Murphy Lee?
No!
Hello?
Hey, what's going on, April?
Hi.
You're on the Podcast Brothers podcast.
April, what it is, you on the Podcast Brothers podcast episode $105.
Well, hello.
Mm-hmm. Can you hear us good?
Yeah.
All right, we're talking about Bill Cosby and our thoughts on the situation. So what are your thoughts on the Bill Cosby situation?
Well, I think that the right decision was made. I think he should have got punished, jail time. Do I think that all the women that came forward were true? That, you know, they're saying no, but I do think that for this case, this situation, I think that was the right decision.
Okay. What do you think about the overall the situation of it? You know, there's so many others. So are you on some? Are you like there's three categories, and I'm gonna read them off because I did a poll on Twitter. There's he's a rapist, lock him up, doesn't matter. Or he did it. What about everybody else though? Or they only doing this because he wanted to buy NBC. Which one are you on?
So I did he did it, but what about everybody else?
Okay.
Because I do agree. I feel like he's like the first, I think he is the first one in this whole movement that has actually been tried and convicted and, put to jail.
Twice.
Like, where are all these other Hollywood men, Harvey Weinstein and all these other men that have been accused of sexual misconduct, rape, and all these other allegations, and they've been fired from their jobs, but they haven't been arrested or tried in, the court of justice. So I'm not sure why is Bill Cosby the first one and only one so far to be convicted.
Right, and that's not saying that we don't agree with what he got. It's just, all right, let's get everybody else, because like this is kind of looking funny in the light, especially when it comes to black people. Mm-hmm. It's like we got to be. Huh?
I agree. I feel like there was some men before him that were accused, and it seems like this one was. I know this stems from her original trial. I think it was like in 2015 or it first came about.
Right.
But I feel like there's still been more men that have been accused before Bill Cosby, and either
Harvey
just swept under the
Weinstein.
rug or hasn't been brought. It hasn't been as in the news as prevalent as it has for Bill Cosby.
Right. Harvey Weinstein was the first one who was getting hit with those accusations heavy, and then Bill Cosby got accused afterwards and got tried and convicted before he did. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You rotten motherfucker.
Yeah, like it's like as a black person, you got to be twice. You got to be twice as good, man. You got to be twice as good, twice as clean, because you're going to go down for the same stuff that everybody else does. Hard. You're going to be the face of it.
Yep.
But so April, shout out your podcast and your social medias before you get up out of here.
Yeah.
Okay. This is April Danielle with That's What She Said, the podcast. My personal social media, everything is April Danielle, APRYLDANYELLE. And then That's What She Said, the podcast. Instagram, That's What She Said _ the podcast. Twitter, TWSS, the podcast. Facebook, That's What She Said, the podcast. And shout out to Audio Fam, to the fam. Thank you for letting me come on and express my opinion.
Yeah, no problem.
Pleasure. Thanks for coming on and calling into the show, man. We appreciate you, April. Thank you.
All right.
Hey, yo, multiple choice joints usually have an option for all of the above. I would have took that option on that.
You would have took
on a Bill Cosby poll.
Okay, well, I'm going to read the results that I took on Twitter. Once again, let me let you know what the options were. Cosby is a rapist, period. Yeah, but what about others? Meaning, yeah, he did it. He got what he deserved. What about everybody else? Option number 3, all because he wanted NBC. And the results are in. Drum roll, please. 68% said he's a rapist, period.
Lock him up. That's how I feel. He's a rapist, period. That's first. First things first. I pop her, freaks all the honeys. Legally, though. Legally. That's a key word.
So, one of the topics from the Facebook group that they wanted to touch on was raising kids in the social media era. And me having 2 teenagers, I've experienced that, especially like it depends on like the age of your children, the sex of your children. My son is the oldest, and my daughter's like 2 years behind him. So everything he does, she sees, and she's just like, hey,
I can do that too.
I want that too. And if I don't, it's like, it's not fair. Mm-hmm. Especially when it came to social media, things of that nature. And I know that I'll get some flack for this, but I try to parent them differently in a form of protection, I think I've said this plenty of times that the same way I teach my daughter about relationships, I'm going to do the same with my son. I'm not out here telling my son to, hey, go smash anything walking. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But there are some things that you want to protect your kids from, mainly your daughter, and that's, from these perverts out here who jump on social media.
on the internet.
Right, they are. So pardon me if I'm being, I don't even know the word, but I mean, women, they're really like aggressive with the equal rights and things of that nature, and I get that. But being a dad, I'm just going to react like I know how to react until I'm able to change my thinking. So, like I said, me being a parent of 2 teenage kids, my daughter being a few years younger than my son, she sees what he's doing and she wants a part of that. If he goes out, she wants then she wants to go out, things of that nature. But as far as raising your kids in social media, yes, she had got social media because she was feeling some type of way that she couldn't have it and other people did.
Right, of course.
So I'm like, okay, here you go. You can do it. But, I'm watching you. And then you got other people watching you. And if you do something crazy, they're going to let me know. But I only gave it to her because I felt bad. I really didn't want her to have that because of the other influence and things of that nature.
Or what she could possibly have access to.
Right. So the question is, how do you raise your children in the social media era?
You block everything.
Are you
parental blocks on everything?
That's your answer?
Hell yeah.
The thing that I got was, after doing some research, and it kind of sucks for the parent, but it's like you got to censor yourself first. Like me, I'm now in the media, so I got to be on my phone. Like I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm all over the place. And then I want to Google some news. I want to Google information. So my phone is always in my hand. If the kids see the phone is always in your hand, what you think they're going to do? You know what I'm saying?
Right. My son does that now. My son knows how to use my phone. Like, he knows how to navigate through YouTube and to get the video that he wants. I get messages and shit. He swipes them shits up like, nah, bitch, I'm busy.
And how old is he?
He's 1.
Yeah.
Nah, bitch, I'm busy.
Yeah.
He FaceTimes people. They be like, hello? And he'd be sitting there in the phone like, well, when your front camera is on, that's how he be looking in the phone. Like, what the fuck you want? Like, nah, that shit crazy. But
we be just doing regular stuff like handling our handle,
right? But it's just I'm in different phases than you are to my kid right now. That's the phone ain't nothing but a fucking cool ass toy to him. He just want to play with it. He just enjoys swiping. But in him swiping, he's actually learning how to use the actual device. But
so let me ask you this. Do you think that if we held books instead of the phones, that they would pick the books up? Or is it just the phones have a magnetic hypnosis type of vibe?
I read, bro. I don't know about you, but I read.
I mean, I'm not talking about us individually. I'm just saying, like, as because your son has a phone, like he
right. Well, I don't. He touches the book sometimes, but most times my reading, I can't read when I have my son. I have time to sit down and read when I got a 1-year-old running around touching every damn thing in the house. Like, so most of the times he might be asleep, but when he does see me with it, he might grab it or try to take it and just like drag it across the floor or some shit, but he'll leave it there and then go to something with lights that glows and makes noise.
Mm-hmm. Like even with my 4-year-old, when I got the mics out, he'll come down and he'll, check 1 2 1 2. Mm-hmm. That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Like here I am, because my son does it, but my son's 4, so it's not as cute. It's just like he just be on YouTube, and every time, and then he always watches the videos of the other kid modeling other toys.
Yeah.
He says, "Dad, I want this. Dad, I want this too, and then I want that." So it's not all that cute because he got me trying to spend money. Right. But when I got the microphones out, he wants parts of the microphone. For the cameras out, he wants to do the camera thing. So it's only like when you're like chilling, whatever, where he kind of grabs the tablets. Yeah. But basically what I was saying was about how do you raise your children in the social media era? And
you just gotta. I guess it's the same through any era because each era has evolved to get to the point where it was now. So it wasn't like it was all the same. All parents had to adjust to the time period in which they were living in order to try to, raise their kids. Now that it's the social media age, you just got to monitor as best in social media and in the actual streets.
I think I'm going more to, and it does. Did you say trust? I think you said trust, right?
I didn't, but
okay,
I did.
Let's say you did.
Yeah, I did.
I think trust is a big factor too because we didn't have social media growing up, And our parents had to trust that we would make those decisions. Like, yeah, you go outside and play, but come home. Right. Fortunately for us, we came home every night. We, you know what I'm saying? We didn't get deep into the streets.
Right.
So it's that trust factor. At the same time, you got to have trust. And just like I was just trying to explain earlier, is as adults, we got to put the phones down, because I don't think that do as daddy say, not what daddy do, it don't fly no more.
I don't think
if it ever works. If it ever works.
What, nigga? What?
I'm on my phone. Yo, put your phone down, and I'm on mine. Like, my thumb cocky is like my thumb game crazy because I'm just scrolling.
If I knew my dad, I probably would have told him, nigga, what? Nigga, what?
Do as daddy say, not as daddy do.
That's why them little white girls be saying all the time, oh my God, mom wears it all the time. if she can wear, why can't I? The fuck? Because you 15, bitch. Get your ass out of here.
And it sucks because you don't look at it that way. It's just like, okay, I'm an adult. I can do what I want. So you tell your kids, you can't do X, Y, and Z just because. They don't want to hear that. And we're not in the era of really whipping our kids anymore. Like, I don't know when that stopped, but I'm not whipping kids.
If he got to the point where he needed his ass whooped, oh yeah, I'm handing that out.
You pop your kid. Like, I'm really sure you would pop your kid. But when your kid gets older, to me, and I might be wrong, but I don't see you pulling out the belt type of vibe.
Look at my face.
I see your face.
Look at my, I'm the fucking captain now.
All right.
You feel me?
All right. You pulling the belt off the waist.
And Walmart. In Walmart, cuz.
And you holding the hand.
In Target. I will chase his ass if I have to. I will chase his ass. Nah, I hope to just have a better understanding of my kid. But at the same time, sometimes you got to fuck your kids up, like Bernie Mac said. Sometimes you just got to fuck your kid up. You do. Mm-hmm. I ain't learned a lot until I got hit. And it was like, oh, shit, that's what those kind of actions get me.
But my thing is about hitting kids is, yeah, we learned our lesson when we got hit. But I honestly just think that what if you hit your kid and they take it? And they realize, oh, that shit wasn't bad at all.
Nah, that ain't happening.
I ate that.
Yeah, I make sure you deliver. If you don't deliver,
if you don't deliver,
you're gonna look like Ghost when he fell in front of Tariq when he was drunk.
You don't want to look like Ghost.
You don't want to look like
now
that.
Now that Tariq felt his power,
right,
or saw him at his angriest,
like,
oh shit, I can take that fuck out my face, Ghost.
Nah, if you gonna
shit,
listen, I suggest this piece of advice for anybody thinking about going on the assault with someone. If you're gonna make a move, you better fucking make sure you leave an impact. It ain't nothing worse than you attempting to strike someone and they actually just look at you like, what?
Son, like, if you go to hit your kid and they dip your shit.
Ooh, you little motherfucker, hold still. Hold your ass still.
Yo, ain't nothing like trying to hit your kid and it don't hurt them like you got the belt. Wow. And they take that shit. Oh, okay. And you try to hit them harder. Wow, wow.
I used to watch movies of kids getting beat and them not crying. I used to always be like, how do you do it? That shit, I cried every single time.
Bro, you cry before the belt hit you. Not you, but I'm just saying, like, that was the thing. Like, oh, shit. Ooh, like, they be like,
no,
don't move. Hey, yo, don't move. You're going to make it worse. And then they go cop back, and you grab your ass like, nigga, you start dancing for the belt hit you.
Niggas be shook of that leather on that ass. That leather tearing away that flesh on that ass, Paul.
But yeah, my way, what I would do to, and this is something that I need to start doing to raise, the kids in a better...
Give them beatings?
No, not beatings.
Oh.
But for the parents to put the phone down. I think that's what we need to look into. And I don't think we look into that. Like, we just say, hey, no social media after 7.
Well, what about doing more activities outdoors with the kids then? You ever think about taking your kids to, like, the kickboxing with you? Just to watch you get your cigar on?
No. I haven't thought about it. But just like I just said, when my microphones are out, my son comes down here and grabs the microphone, and he's just into it. When the camera's out,
how do you bond with your children?
How do I bond? What do you mean?
I said it. How do you bond with your children?
The question just came out of nowhere. Well, me and my son, we went to the gym together a few times. That's what we do. We try to work out. I got a little pull-up bar in the back. We bond that way. Me and my daughter, I try to find something on Netflix or on TV. Me and my daughter used to have a little ice cream day where we just went out, ice cream. We just talked.
I would love to have an ice cream day.
And you realize, and
not with you though.
Huh?
Not with you, though.
Yeah, of course not. We're not having an ice cream day. That's not happening. Mm-mm. So, yeah, me and my daughter, things. But over the summer, schedules change, and, she was with her mother more. So, speaking of that, we need to find us a day that we can just go get some ice cream and just talk. Things of that nature. And me and my son, he's 4. So, we just be wrestling and playing. And like I said, well, not like I said, but with him, when a kid really swings at you, they really swing.
Yeah.
So you be like, all right, this is it. We're done.
Like,
we're not playing no more, bro. You just hit me in the nards. Like, it's over. So, yeah, me and my son.
The nards.
Right. Like, just simple things. Like, if I need antifreeze change in my car, my son around, I have him do it. You know what I'm saying? Just the simple things just to get him where he going. We supposed to be starting a team on 2K. Playing online, just things like that you just want to do with your kids.
That's pretty cool.
Right. So,
me and my son watch Shrek all the time.
Yeah.
He knows the words.
I be seeing the videos.
Yeah. It's hilarious every single time. It's like he knows a new part of the movie every time we turn it on. Now he actually sings the end. Believe. And he raises one hand. Believe. And he get louder and louder. Believe. It's fucking hilarious, man. He's funny as hell.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I enjoy it. And I've noticed since he was young that whenever it's music playing, no matter where it's coming from, he always drops what he's doing. He turns right to it. So anything with music in it, I put him on for him, and he's occupied for hours. I actually do, and speaking of the social media thing, I don't give my son my phone all the time, but when I do give it to him, or he has his own tablet even, but me and his mom like to let him use it only for a certain amount of time, so he won't get too OD with it and too used to it. Because he'll stay on it for hours. But I really don't think that's a bad thing.
What?
That kids get familiar with technology at an early age, because that's the era that they're going to be growing up with. My son plays with my iPhone 8 Plus like it's a rag doll. Like he knows how to use. At 1 year old, he knows how to use one of the latest pieces of technology that we have. So about time he's in high school, you can imagine the kind of shit that they're going to be into as the technology continues to develop.
You make sure he show you, because we're going to be out there.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what the hell is this?
This is just a toy to him. You know what I'm saying? Like this little phone. And he knows how to use it like it's nothing. But I don't necessarily think kids learning technology is a bad thing.
Well,
I do think the time on it should be monitored, or maybe even monitor what they do on their technology. But if they're doing something productive on it, then, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't really see why that would be a bad thing in a way that the world is moving tech forward.
So my thing would be, parents, put the phones down first, and then you can adjust the schedule of your child's phone, because then that opens up more time with you and your children. There's going to be some people listening to this and say, no, I'm an adult. I'm going to do my thing.
I'm going to say, let your kids play with it, but just be mindful of what the fuck they doing on it. Now, if you need to block them porn sites, for one, that's
absolutely
what you do. And any other social medias that your kids individually may not be mature enough to handle if you have more than one. So there you go.
Yeah. So, all right, off that. Earlier in the week, man, it was Will Smith's 50th birthday, I think.
Shout out to Will Smith, yo. He's a fucking living legend, man.
And there were some situations, at least to us, we don't know their life.
Will arise.
So 2 women posted pics of Will on his birthday kissing. One was, I'm gonna call her Fancy because I can't pronounce her real name.
She can't pronounce her real name.
So Fancy, and then the other was Vivica A. Fox. They posted pictures of them kissing Will in the movie, of course. And when social media called out Fancy for doing it, she said, "Oh, it was just a joke." I hate when non-comedians try to make jokes. Like, bro, it's corny as hell for you to say it's just a joke. Just be like Thug Life. I would respect that more.
Thug Life.
But all of that, it was a joke, bro. It's not a joke. But my question to you is, and my question is for the people, if you wake up to that and you got nothing to do with that, do you expect your girl to approach you about it? Or do you think, or, you know what I'm saying, like, handle that. I got nothing to do with that. Don't bring that my way.
Well, my woman would know better, so. she would know better. Listen. When you see me in the streets, I don't want to be confronted with that. You can ask initially, that's fine. I don't have a problem with the initial question being asked. Yo, what's up with this? Man, I don't know what the fuck that girl got going on.
Right. I got nothing to do with
I ain't talked to that bitch since we shot that fucking movie.
And that'll suck if that puts a strain on your relationship. And all I did was just wake up that day. I have nothing to do with that.
She hit you with the phone in the middle of your sleep. Like, who the fuck is the bitch on the phone? Hey, you blinking like the sun, like my ex said, you blinking like the sun in here. Like, who is that? But but I don't have a problem with the initial confrontation or the initial asking. If you want to know, sure, ask. If you see something that you see is left field and it raises an eyebrow, yes, ask. But after I give you my answer, accept my answer unless you see some more funny shit. But
Will and Jada has been in the news recently a lot, and I think words got around that it might be like some turmoil in the family. Because why else would they post that? Like two different people? Like nobody's never posted that ever before.
Well, I think ever since the whole Vivica Fox 50 Cent thing, I kind of never really paid attention with her or stuff like that. It's just, I don't know. It was just kind of off-putting with her. I don't know. After I just learned about that whole fiasco that was going on with her and 50, it kind of put me off. I
just think she loves. I think she really likes 50. That's all I think it is.
Maybe I
think she really likes that guy. So that could be all with that.
Yeah, or maybe whatever.
But I honestly think that it's trouble in paradise, and I think that the people know. At the same time, this is kind of like the Kanye West conversation we had last week. Why are they not respecting Jada? It's like, to me. And I think Jada is a woman of respect. I don't think that she deserves to be disrespected. And once again, I have no idea because I haven't heard Jada say anything, but it looks funny in the light once he gets on social media.
I mean, well, we can either do one of two things. We can say that Will Smith is the man, or we can say that Will Smith is the man. Pick one.
Hey, he makes 50 look good.
Pick one, you know?
A or B? Which one you got?
None of the women are arguing.
That's true. Well, not on social media, and I think that is beautiful. Pick up the phone. I'm not saying conversations wasn't better,
man.
That's even better.
Who knows what they agreed to on that phone call?
Right. Trust me, I do believe a phone call was made.
I don't.
You don't think?
Nah, I think Jada just completely overlooked it. They've been married too long. Like, I don't think stuff at a certain year point in your marriage, I don't think shit like that really like hit you.
So 20 years.
They probably done been through way worse shit than the bitch posting a
that's
picture
a fact.
And kissing.
There's no way you could be married 20 years and this
is the way. Oh my God, I can't believe this bitch posted a picture of y'all kissing from a movie y'all shot.
Yeah.
When we was together, by the way. Like, nah.
So 20 years into your marriage, a guy posts a lovey-dovey picture of your wife, but it was from 19 years ago. But he decides to post it.
What's the caption?
Happy birthday. What was the caption? Let me see what the caption was these, because we're going to go with this. Happy birthday kiss to the birthday boy. So happy birthday kiss to the birthday girl. Happy birthday to your wife. Happy birthday kiss to the birthday girl. And it's an actual picture of them kissing.
No, I ain't tripping.
You not tripping?
Nah. Okay. 20 years in, I ain't tripping off that.
Cause right. Like, I agree with what you're saying. Like, 20 years in, we've been through so much.
Yeah.
I'm either here or I'm
Who
not.
posted it, though? What nigga is it? Because I might not like... If I don't like the nigga, then I'm getting at him.
I can give you a perfect example.
If it's somebody who I never, ever had an encounter with, or someone who I might have heard of, but I never really had, or was never any bad blood or a bad story about, I'll probably brush it off. But if it's a nigga that's... Like, if she telling me about the situation and it's a nigga that she had a lot of problems with, he was a problem for her, or like he used to abuse her or some shit, and then he turn around and post some shit like that, it's like, nah, nigga, nah, fuck you doing.
That's a different type of emotion.
I'm just saying.
If he was an abuser and he didn't treat her right, I'm not really looking at that pic as love. I'm looking at it as, I'm
looking at it as an ass whooping.
Damn, what's the name of that? What's the word? He's trolling type of vibe.
That's borderline disrespectful. So you gotta get checked.
But there's, I don't think this might have been. I don't know if this was trolling the Will Smith.
I was just saying. I was just throwing out different scenarios as to, you know what I'm saying, how it could go, but.
Right, and if we saw that together, like let's say me and my wife saw that, we've been married for 20 years, and we saw that, and she would probably bring it to me, because I don't be peeping stuff on social media. So she'll probably bring it to me like, yo, look what this lunatic did. And we'll laugh together like, okay, he trolling, like, whatever. We might just brush it under the rug.
Troll somebody else.
But if it's somebody, now let's say that, huh?
Who? You Jamaican?
Yeah. So let's say.
Somebody.
So let's say it was somebody who wasn't trolling, who, I don't know, like, if I guess it's a feeling. Like,
yeah, it's all about how
it's
it strikes you. It could look innocent to everyone else, but to you, because that's your lady.
Especially if y'all know y'all got history.
Right, exactly. And I mean, it all depends on how you feel. I don't think any man would be wrong for approaching it for how you felt. I mean, I ain't saying bust a nigga head open, but if you feel as though you need to address him in that scenario, I don't have a problem with that. I don't see nobody being wrong with that. Check all niggas if you got to. Fuck that.
Not 20 years in. 20 years in, it's like, okay, if that's the nigga you want, all right.
Depends.
I'm over here.
2 years in, check all them niggas.
Yeah, 2 years in, check. 20 years, you like,
I don't give a fuck if the nigga posted a picture of them shaking hands. Nigga, what? Fuck you doing, boy? Fuck out of here. I'm going to reply before she do. Fuck out of here, nigga. That shit over. Bitch ass.
This is my girl.
This is my girl. I'll fucking put up a Bobby Brown emoji or some shit. I don't know.
All right. I might be reaching with this, and I might be thinking left field with this topic. But, well, first off, Lil Wayne dropped the Carter 5 today.
Oh, baby.
And by the time you hear this, it'll be 2 days later. But Lil Wayne dropped the Carter 5, and he exclusively owns Young Money Records. That means no Birdman, no nothing.
No.
He might still be under Universal, or because I don't think Young Money is an independent label. Right. I just know that he owns that, which means he gets a big piece of the pie. So Kevin Hart, who was recently on The Breakfast Club, recently just said that his movie coming out with
Night School
with Tiffany Haddish called Night School is his baby. He wrote it.
Yep.
He produced it. It's his company. 50 Cent in Power. Season 6 is coming.
Rest in peace, Kanan, man.
Rest in peace to Kanan.
My nigga.
He will make his directing debut when it comes to Power Season 6. What I'm getting at is, for some reason, the narrative changed with Power this year. You heard a lot of people saying how corny the season was. It was the worst season, which could turn people, and they even spoiled the cliffhanger about Angela,
right?
Which could turn people off from watching it. And 50 Cent's directing debut, Kevin Hart, the narrative has changed with him, where people are saying he's corny now. At the time where this man is about to really put money into his company, but Kevin Hart wasn't corny when he was under all Universal, basically the white man's tutelage. All those number one movies and number two movies he had was for other companies. Lil Wayne, a rapper whose album The Carter 5 dropped today, and who's been in the game for so long, time might have passed him by. His features weren't the best. So much turmoil. And now the Carter 5 drops years after the Carter 4, and the climate of hip hop has changed. But yet this man is officially 100% owner of Young Money. So what I'm saying is this: am I reaching when I'm saying that we need to support these artists more than ever right now to help push the culture forward? Do we owe black people anything, or is this a crab? It's a crab in a barrel bucket type of vibe where we don't like you niggas no more?
I mean, that's a great question, by the way.
Thank you.
Shout out the Wayne album, by the way. I'm happy for Wayne. It's been a long 5 years for him going back and forth.
Has it been 5 years? It's been 5 years?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's been 5 years.
5 years for it. Like you said, oh my goodness. That's just wow.
It's been 5 years. So I'm happy that he owns all of Young Money. Yeah, so I feel like if anybody out of that scenario who needs to be supported more now than before is definitely Wayne, to be honest. just my own personal opinion, just because of his long hiatus and all the legal stuff that he was going through with the situation. Kevin Hart hasn't really missed any. Like, all his movies has pretty much been like big movies. And now him going into, as he's in like the latter part of his career, as he's going into his own production and writing the own scripts, that might be a bit challenging, because even although you may want to support that, it's still got to be good. Is it going to be if it's as good as it was when he was, you know what I'm saying, being produced by other studios, then absolutely. But I can't support something that's not entertaining, like as much as I would like for you to succeed, and as much as I would like for you to hit the next level. Why am I wasting my money if I'm not entertained? I'd rather just buy a ticket and not fucking go.
But that's the part that sucks, because it's like they burnt him out. Not saying like he accepted these roles, but it's just like, we're going to burn him out. To me, that's my thinking. It's like they will burn out the artist or the talent, and then when you're free, nobody really wants to hear it anymore.
I mean, that's not like that's the studio's fault. He putting in the work too. He's, like you said, he's signing up for it.
Yeah.
Like, you sign on to the contract for the film or the studio, however that Hollywood actor thing goes. Not really sure, but I would like to know though. So give me an agent. Somebody call me. We'll make it work. But anyway,
I'm available.
Yeah, you know, I ain't gonna be doing nothing but working and shit. So call me. But I hope it's as successful. I hope it's as good. Kevin Hart still is the top comedian out here right now. So I mean, I hope he don't fall off. I hope it's not a. I hope he gets his money's worth for what he put into his project. And 50 don't really slack. So I'm pretty sure him sitting behind the director chair in Power is another step into. Is, you know, we all know the guys off camera really be calling the shots anyway. 50 was doing it anyway. He's been like co-producing and probably co-directing along with acting on the show, and he's just taking on a full-time directing role. I think all of them are going to do just fine. If I had to put them in order from who I thought was going to do the best to the worst, yeah, I would say Wayne first. Honestly, just because of his hiatus and the impact that he's had on a lot of these little niggas that's in the game
and
right
plus
now.
Plus, the reviews are real positive. Like people are really liking his album.
I think this shit is fire. Like, I haven't completed it yet, but I think it's fire. Like, he gave me that rap that I've been wanting. Like, he's rapping, he's snapping on a lot of those joints. Like, it's really fire. So, yeah. So I think Wayne will have the most initial success from, you know what I'm saying, owning what he got going on and the results from his album. I don't know, man. He might do big numbers, like real big numbers.
Right. So basically, what if Kevin Hart movie debuts? Well, there's nothing else out. So
it came out. Yeah, that's another good thing.
It came out today, I think. So there's nothing else out.
Hold on, don't let one of those movies that nobody knows of that's getting nominated for a Grammy an Oscar be coming out.
And that'd
be the one to do.
And that's what I'm saying. You don't want this movie to debut at number 5,
right?
It's like, and that's what I'm saying. Okay, so when Universal or Lionsgate was behind it, he was number 1, number 2. Now that it's officially black everything, now he's number 5, and it looks
number
bad.
6, right?
And the Power situation, once again, for some reason, like we've sat around, like, bro, what do you mean Power's trash? Like,
right.
For some reason, all of a sudden, now Power isn't that good, and now you hand it over to 50. To me, so basically, what I'm saying is, it's just like the big companies always get the most out of you, and then when they drop you off, people are tired of you, and they ready to create something new. And it's like, okay, now here you go, you get your big break, because this is what we want. We want to direct the shows. We want to run our own companies. We want to be the boss of the label.
Well, why don't they go into business earlier for themselves?
Not everybody's Jay-Z.
They don't have enough money.
Not everybody's Jay-Z, Master P, Puff Daddy. Like, there's a few people who get it, and then there's some. Like, well, Lil Wayne has been signed since 12, so you can't say, why didn't Wayne do this and that?
Right. Well, with the movie thing, it's like, if I'm somebody who's putting money into somebody who's, you know what I'm saying, who I want to work in for my studio, then
yeah, I'm gonna get as much out of that deal as I can. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That is true. I'm not mad at the company. I just think that it's wild how the narrative, like somebody puts it out there. Like the same way somebody tells you something's good, I think somebody puts it out there, hey, yo, this person is trash now. And then always be that time where this is now their time. It's kind of like an artist's third album, how the first and the second be fire.
Right.
But then that third album come out and nobody likes it.
I think,
and that be that album where it's either their contract year or this is the year where I'm going to make all the bread. And that third album be trash.
You got to be careful with that too, man, because some people just be quick to say shit is a classic. And people be quick to say some shit is trash. It's like, yo, this shit been out for 6 seconds. How the fuck is it a classic? But whatever. And then other people just don't really process the goddamn music. That shit pisses me off. They don't really take their time with it. I don't know, man. I hope all of them do good. But I'm really rooting for Wayne on this one. I hope, like, what Drake do. I hope he do more than Drake, whatever that was.
Oh, shoot. Hey.
It might be, I don't know. But I think he deserves that after this long-ass hiatus. It's just like...
But that was just me and my crazy thinking, man. I hope that all these black men...
I wouldn't call it crazy thinking. That's a good question.
I might be the only one thinking like that.
They do need... I mean, it would be nice if they were to push whatever they were doing further than what it was... before they got into the position that was in.
That would be awesome. Want this to be Kevin Hart's biggest movie ever. That's what I'm saying. I want when Power drop, I want Power to be like, these be the best 10 episodes ever because it's directed by 50. I want the Carter 5, but see, this is tough though because the Carter 2 and 3 did $1 million. No, the Carter 3 and 4 did $1 million in a week twice. And the climate's changed, so now we got streaming numbers, things of that nature. So I just want the Carter.
Lil Wayne hasn't dropped the album in the digital era,
right? So I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know how it's going to look.
I mean, it'll work the same way as everyone else, but you know, we just got to wait till the numbers get in. It's going to be processed the same way as everybody else. It was RIA, some shit like that.
All right, so we can get into our Fresher fiasco, man. You ready?
Shit, man.
Fresher fiasco. This one gonna be a goodie. This is actually gonna be like a long one because I got some explaining to. I got to let y'all know what is going on, what is going down. Fresher fiasco. J. Cole distanced himself from Nas over allegedly abusing Khalees, but he accepts XXX in his time of alleged abuse. So Fresher fiasco. So let me explain to you guys what I'm talking about. There was an interview with J. Cole, and J. Cole said this about Nas. It feels weird because I fuck with Nas, but I just have to be honest. I came up saying too much fucked up shit for that to be acceptable. I don't care who it is. I don't fuck with people abusing women, and I don't fuck with people not taking care of their kids. Boom. About XXX, he said, when I found out about the abuse allegations against him, my first response was, man, I hope maybe one day I'll get a chance to talk to this young kid and figure out if there's any place that I can help. Because anybody who would do shit like he did, hurt people. I've walked through prisons and I talked to these dudes who got life. They took someone's life at 16, 17 years old. You haven't had a chance to process your trauma at that age. I'm going to be sympathetic to a kid who has clearly been through so much fucked up shit that he inflicted this on someone else. Fresher fiasco.
I mean, it's fresh, man. I mean, the comparison to the two scenarios was right there within the explanation as to what he said about X. He said somebody that young hasn't had the time to think out their life or process what they've been through or those traumatic experiences. Nas like 57. We ain't got it right now, nigga. Like, what the fuck? Like, and I look up to you. Like, he's made it known that Nas is his idol. So when he heard that, he probably expected more from him in that sense. So it probably upset him hearing that about Nas as opposed to a young kid like X who
seem to be troubled by things that he's experienced, and Cole probably saw, you know what I'm saying, the vulnerableness in that kid, and you know what I'm saying, want to be a lending hand, but you can't be no lending hand to a nigga that's 57 out here handing women.
I think he's a hypocrite. Well, because Nas isn't 57, he just turned 45, I think,
some shit like
and he was with Khalees 10 years. Like their son is 8. So, and he was married to Khalees, so about just probably like 15, 16 years ago. So now we're talking about a 30-something-year-old Nas, which doesn't make it right. I'm just saying he's not 57 beating on women. But if you got that awareness for a young man such as a Triple X, why can't you just say, "Damn, let me hit Nas up to see what's going on"? Maybe he's going through something. Maybe he's being abused at home. Like there's so many stories that tell you Khalees was just as violent as he was. Does not make it right. But if somebody is your idol, so let's say, can you be an idol to your idol? Can you be a mentor to your mentor? So if your mentor does something that if your mentor goes against the grain, do you then say, well, you're not my mentor no more? Or do you say, hey, let me reach out to you to see if you need me?
You can do that to anybody that you're close enough to have a relationship with, to know who they actually are. You know what I'm saying? And you hear somebody doing weird shit that you fuck with, it's going to, you don't want to look at them different, you know what I'm saying, depending on what it is. So in order to do that, you'll reach out and try to have a conversation about it. But if whatever you're hearing about this person that you look up to is so far-fetched, let's say he saw his mom abused when he was growing up, you know what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying, but both of them are allegedly abused women. So if you saw your mom get abused, how can you look at Triple X and say, I understand, and then say, nah, well, because you're 40-something years old, I'm just not going to fuck with you. Abuse is abuse.
It's a different perspective. Yeah, abuse is abuse, but I guess you look at it differently from a situation from a kid who outrightly seems troubled, as opposed to an older guy who you looked up to and considered somebody that you wanted to be like.
Okay, I mean, we all need help. I guess that's my thing. Like, Nas might need somebody to talk to, too. That's what I'm saying. It's like, don't think that because I'm a certain age that I don't need somebody to talk to.
Right, but
they might be lying.
Right, but I think it's more of that adult to be more aware to look at your habits and say, yo, I think I might need somebody to talk to.
I feel you. But when
I think it's just like stuff like that comes with, it's supposed to come with age, where you just be self-aware about certain things in regards to yourself, as opposed to being a 17, 16-year-old kid where certain things may not be as clear to you because, you know what I'm saying, you haven't experienced life enough to actually be able to process what your mind is taking you through, or some of the shit that you're witnessing or you've seen within your environment.
I'm going to go Fiasco, man, because if you help one, help all. It shouldn't matter the age, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, you're just saying, well, because you're 40, you should know better.
Come at me, I'm a man, I'm 40.
Yeah. All right. So, Fresh or Fiasco, man. Tristan Thompson of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I'm going to spit on my goddamn water.
Calls out the entire Eastern Conference, says we're still the champs. Basically, you got to come through us. Keep in mind, folks, LeBron James is gone, but the Cleveland Cavaliers still are the East champions. Fresh or Fiasco?
Do I really have to answer this?
It's a fiasco across the board. This nigga said, y'all got to come see us, man.
Tristan, you barely played in the playoffs last year.
Barely got burned. This nigga got benched.
You got benched for cheating.
You got benched for cheating. Like, it's like, oh my god.
And not in the game, your relationship. You ain't cheating the game.
You cheated on Chloe. You not playing.
Hey,
this
you
whole month.
out here cheating on your girl, cuz? Sit this nigga on the bench, cuz. Fuck out of here.
Fucking Mark.
Fuck out of here, Tristan Thompson, man. Everybody listen to you. I mean, you was the Eastern Conference champions last year.
But at the same time, when the season starts, the banner still will be revealed, and it'll say 2017, 2018 NBA Eastern Conference champions.
But we are currently in 2018, 2019 season. That was last season.
I respect his confidence, but it's just like, come on, bro. Y'all won't even
He's just trying to get more followers at this point with that bullshit he talking about.
Yeah. I think he want to keep that. He slapped Draymond momentum going. So now he big Boston town. Like, first you got to go on the floor, buddy.
Who we talking about again?
Tristan Thompson.
Forgot that nigga name.
That quick.
Forgot that nigga name.
Fresher fiasco. Well, first off, that's a fiasco across the board.
Yeah,
Fresher fiasco. 50 Cent is attempting to get his 50 Cent is attempting to get his kid's mother reality TV show canceled. And I quote, "Get a fucking job." End of quote. Nas baby mother, who recently ran out of child support because their daughter is grown, and 50 Cent, who I think his son is now grown or he's in college, but whatever. I think the child support is up on her too.
It's a wrap.
So both of these mothers decided to come out with a reality TV show. Nas being cooler than the other side of the pillow is probably like, I don't care. But 50 Cent, who's ruthless, says he's going to put a stop to it. So fresh fiasco.
Everything 50 does is fresh. It's all fresh. You ain't about to be talking shit to me all these years, and I'm paying you mad bread and child support. And then once it's over, you still trying to eat off my name? No.
Yeah.
Why the fuck else do we want to watch a reality show of 50 Cent's baby mom? Because she's 50 Cent's baby mom.
That's a fact.
And there's a chance that she might say some shit about 50 that you ain't never heard before. You ain't seen. As if he gonna give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all off of his name. You're only even being talked about because of who your child's father is. That's completely it. What about your life is interesting? Now, I don't agree with them other motherfucking shits neither. The Real Housewives of Buckingham Hills, whatever the
basketball wives,
whatever the fucking house in the hills in California, them rich ass people be from. I don't be giving a fuck about that either. But my thing is, you was getting all this bread all this time. What the fuck was you doing?
Fuck is you doing?
Fuck is you proving? Fuck is you doing?
I'm gonna go fiasco. Like, it's a reality show. I would have put it in the contracts that, hey, don't speak on my name. Like, she could say I'm Curtis Jackson's baby mother, but that's about it. Because the show was supposed to be about what they're doing,
which is what?
After the child support stopped, focusing on their careers. That's what the show was supposed to be about. Like, so when you come on, hey, I'm Curtis Jackson's baby mother, and that should be.
She don't say her name after that.
Well, what's more important? What's more important? Who?
She come on the screen. Hi, I'm Curtis Jackson's baby mother. This is my kitchen. This is my living room.
That's not what I was saying. What I was saying was, as far as if I'm 50 Cent, that's all you allow her to say about you. Tell the people who she is to you, and then get into her introduction, and then don't mention my name again.
No.
So I'm gonna go fiasco.
No.
You should let them do it. They finally found the little thing. I mean, let them fail. Like, what's she gonna do? She ain't done that for 18 years. She might fail at this too. Let them try.
No. No. You had your chance. You had 18 years to get your chance. You had 18 years to get all the money you was going to get out of me for that time period. And you was being rude and all that. It was an ugly 18 years at that too.
Ugly. He turned my son against me.
Like, it was an ugly 18 years.
Moved the man into a house that I bought you.
And you're finished. You're cut. Not a dime. You better not never see me. Let me see you homeless on the street.
All right, man. So that's the episode 105, man. Once again, we got big things coming up later on.
Big things popping.
October is going to be on and popping, man.
Big popping.
And it's fall season, man. You got any fall tips, Wiz? I got one. I got a little one, and I'm not a fall guy, but this is something that I learned. I recently bought a black pair of shoes, some casual joints. You can wear them, you know what I'm saying, when you want to step out. And what I did was I went and searched for some black sole shoes.
Oh.
And this is something that I didn't pay attention to because I had two pair of dress-up shoes that I would go out with, but the bottom was white. So you'll keep the shoes clean, but there's nothing you can do about that dirty-ass sole unless you're going to clean it. Mm-hmm. So my tip for y'all is, man, when y'all go searching for some shoes to wear that you're going to go out and then you can just keep rotating year after year because you keep them clean, get some dark bottom, get some dark soles on them shoes. And those things will last you for a long time, man. I got tired of putting on some clean shoes. When you look down, like, look at the foams. Like, you see what I'm saying? This is like,
right, I
really want to stay away from the white bottom of shoes.
That's hard to do.
It's hard to do.
That's very hard to do.
At least my going out shoes.
My fall advice. I'm a jacket guy. I love jackets. I love outerwear. So this is the time of year where it's jean jacket and hoodie season. It's fresh. It's almost Timberland season too. Oh shit! Watch out now, nigga. The butters is coming up, baby. It's that time of year. I ain't from New York, but goddamn it, I love to wear the boots. All right,
The boots.
So yeah, man. Just make sure whatever you rock, it's fresh, nigga, and you style it how you style it. That's it. I don't give a fuck if you got on purple and green. If you fresh, you fresh. Goddamn.
And here's the thing: don't take advice that I got to take. Like, listen, I went shopping one time, right? And there was this shirt in there, and old girl, it was years ago, it was a wild long time ago. And old girl was bad, and I'm like, you know what? Let me get her
She
this.
is banging.
Let me get her this commission. So I went and looked at this shirt. Shirt was trash and ugly. Make a short story shorter. When I was hesitant about getting the shirt, she was like, "Well, you should be able to wear anything and make it dope." I said, "You right." Mm-hmm. That shirt was trash. I couldn't freak with it at all. Like,
Did you buy it?
I bought it.
Oh,
and I
man.
wore it, and it was one of the worst purchases that I ever bought. As far as
You ain't
fashion
take that
goes.
shit back?
It was so long ago. Like, but no, I didn't.
I wouldn't have bought it. You knew it was trash before you bought it?
She was dope. I say that to say this.
Okay. She was dope.
Don't believe in that. If you got swag, you could pull this off. If it's not your thing, it's not your thing.
That wasn't your swag. That's all that was.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I was told that I could pull anything off.
Did you
I
ask
should've
anybody
known
how
better.
you looked in it?
It was how I looked. I didn't like how I looked in it.
I'm saying you might have looked dope
No, trust
outside
me.
of yourself.
Trust me. The shirt was too big. It was like
I mean, I believe you. I seen.
Trust me. It was a 3X shirt. I've never been the size 3X.
No, you ain't a 3X right now.
No, I'm a 2X.
Oh.
I'm a 2X, and this is the biggest I've ever been. 250. I'm trying to lose it.
Not even when you was chubby.
That was chubby. When was I chubby?
You was a little chubby when the kids was younger. It's cool, bro.
Not at all, bro. Find that picture.
I'll find
Nigga
it.
was never chubby.
All right.
Yeah, find that picture.
All right.
But anyways, go with what you know, man. Don't be listening to nobody saying, "Hey, you can rock this if you got style." Nah, stay in your lane, man.
Do what the fuck you want to do, dog. Do what the fuck you want. Fuck the rules. Fuck the man. And fuck 45. And fuck his front office. Fuck anybody out there that support bullshit and negativity about positivity for 2018 to the 2019. You motherfuckers. Podcast Brothers episode $105. I'm your boy Fresco. You can follow me on Instagram at Fresco Fame and on Twitter at Fresco Ben Famous, BIN Famous. You heard that?
You know what? I'm not. We out.